Okay, and we are ready.
All right, hello Facebook. It is Siena and Donna here. We are here on Aquatic Encounter Day for a quick story time before we get started on our encounter. Our first book is called Star of the Sea, A Day in the Life of a Starfish. And we are going to read that, but before we read that, I want to introduce you to a few of our friends. We're going to discuss these guys today, but I'll just give you a quick introduction. This is called a general starfish. Types of starfish we have here at Aquarium Central. These guys are really cool and interesting. You're going to learn all about them today with Joey. And then we've also got a couple different types of starfish, but right now with us right here, we also have these cute little guys, which we call chocolate chip starfish. So, you'll get a better look at these beautiful guys here. Yes, and Donna, you'll get to hold them too in just a little bit. But for now, we're going to read our story. So, let me try my hands here, and we will read the story, Star of the Sea, A Day in the Life of a Starfish. And this book is by Janet Halfman, illustrated by Joan Haley, and read by Sienna and Donna. Yeah. All right. Stars blink in the night sky above the rocky coast. Beneath the crashing waves, another kind of star clings to the rocks with hundreds of sticky tube feet. She is an ochre sea star, the common starfish of the Pacific coast. None of us here at Aquarium Central knew exactly how to pronounce that, so that might not be the correct pronunciation, but we think we'll just call it okra since we're here down in the south, the okra starfish. As the high tide rushes in, Sea Star crawls onto the shore to hunt. Water flows into an opening in her top, and she pumps the water into her feet, making them work on the now flooded land. She inches along, twisting her flat body like a pretzel. Her mouth is on her underside, and she doesn't have a head or tail end. Tiny red eye spots at the tips of her rays tell her light from dark. She leads first with one ray, then another, heading for the mussels growing halfway up the shore. All around her, the shore has come to life under the refreshing tide waters. Sea snails wander over the rocks and graze on algae. Sea anemones open like flowers. Crabs scoot out from cracks between the rocks. Sea Star tries to grab a lippet for a snack, but the lippet quickly covers its shell and its slippery mantle. Sea Star can't get a grip. She gives up and continues on her journey. Suddenly, a rock beneath her teeters, flipping upside down. A fish swims over to nibble at her soft tube feet, but not for long. Like a circus acrobat, she folds over two of her rays, grips the rocky shore with her sticky feet. She somersaults, landing right side up. The fish doesn't like her tough, spiny top and swims away. Finally, Sea Star reaches the mussel bed. She hunches over a big mussel and grips its two shells with her strong feet. The tug of war is on. As she tries to pull open the shells, the mussels struggle to keep them closed. But Sea Star won't get tired. Her many feet work like a relay team, with some resting and others pulling. Soon, the mussel's shell opened just a crack. That's enough. Sea Star extends her stomach right out of her mouth and into the tiny crack. Slowly, her stomach turns the mussel's soft body into liquid right inside the shells. When Sea Star is done eating, she pulls her stomach back in. Only the shells of the mussels are left. All night long, Sea Star feasts on mussels. When the tide starts to flow back to the sea in the morning, she is still eating. She finishes the last of her mussels, then heads down to the shore towards the sea and home. But she waited too long. The edge of the tide soon passes her by, leaving her uncovered on the shore. Without water, her 2 feet will not work for long. As she feels for a crack where she can hide and stay moist, keen eyes spot her from above. Swoops down and snatches her. The hungry bird lifts Sea Star high into the sky by one ray, gripping her tighter and tighter till chomp! The bird bites right through her ray. Sea Star drops onto the seashore, startled but alive. This seagull is left holding only a ray. Quickly, Sea Star slides into a moist crack between 2 rocks. She is safe. In the afternoon, when the waters of high shore once again, Sea Star completes her return home. At the ocean's edge, she crawls under seaweed to rest. With time, Sea Star's lost ray will grow back. But for now, she will continue to hunt with 4 rays to the rhythm of... Yeah? Yeah? Okay. And then, Star of the Sea, a day in the life of a starfish. And let me ask my camera lady, shall we do one more, or is it time to get started on our encounter?
We have 3 minutes.
3
so
minutes?
It's up to you.
Okay, well, we won't read them, but we will recommend these 2 awesome books. This is called Nugget and Fang, and this is about a shark and a minnow who are best friends. This one is not the most realistic book in the world, but still very cute. And this one is called Shark and Lobster, an amazing undersea adventure. And these are both books about sharks. Now you may have noticed behind me we have a tank that's filled with some really cool sharks that we are going to talk about as our encounter begins, which will be starting in just a few minutes. So we will close down Storytime for now. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned in just a minute or 2 when we get started on our live aquatic encounter here in Aquarium Central with Schoolhouse Safari.